Welcome back. It's Wednesday, the 20th of September, 2023. Can you believe it? Time is flying. That's for sure. And I can tell you one thing. As a marketer, you want to make sure that every week you make Wow Wednesday work. What are Wow Wednesday works? I'll tell you what they are, so that you don't have to wait through the whole video to listen to all the details. And if you want to hear the details, you can listen after. Wow Wednesday works are, traditionally people call Wednesday hump day. It's like the middle of the work week, and people are very often starting to, lose some of their energy, might be getting tired by Wednesday. As a marketer, this is your opportunity to push ahead and make a difference with yet another amazing thing you do on a Wednesday in the middle of the week when people least expect it. Because you're always expecting your best on Monday, Tuesday, and then something maybe, your most fun, your most interesting on a personal side, like, doesn't have to be about your person, but or something casual on a Friday or even a late Thursday, right? But Wednesday, everybody perceives for some reason, not everybody, but a lot of people perceive as this, difficult day. And I would say, as I've always enjoyed Wednesdays and every other day, frankly, in general, that Wednesday, like every other day, is an opportunity. And Wednesday is a great opportunity to demonstrate the power of your marketing savvy when people least expect it. Now, why does it matter what day of the week it is? It really doesn't. You should do this every day. I just pointed out today because it is a Wednesday, and there is a cultural habit in many countries, in the US and UK and France and Belgium and many countries across Europe and other parts of the world, where Wednesdays are, because it's the quote-unquote middle of the week, the work week, they're seen as, long, laborious days, that are furthest away on either side from a weekend. Now, of course, logically, the very beginning of the work week is the furthest away from the weekend, even though you've just finished a weekend right behind you, right? But you're still 5 days away from the next one, and time doesn't move backwards, at least not usually, right? So the next one is actually the furthest away from the first thing on Monday morning. Yet people feel the, radiating effects of the weekend that just ended, so their spirits may be a little up on Monday morning, unless they're the type of people that, don't like Monday mornings because it's after the weekend is over and it's the beginning of a new week, and they might dread it if they're not good at what they do or they're having a hard time or whatever. But for most people, within the first standard deviation of the bell curve of normal distribution, it is just generally the case that Wednesday is perceived in the working world as the middle of the weekday, the hump day, maybe the most challenging day, because it's you're only 3 days in and you still have 2 more days to go before the weekend. And a lot of people in this world still are, as that famous old classic rock song put it, working for the weekend, right? There's still a lot of people who do that. Weekend warriors, they work hard during the week and then party hard during the weekend. And that's quite a normal thing in a lot of cultures. Is it the most healthy for you? Probably not. But it's a thing people do. And, so they break their necks 5 days a week. And then 2 days a week they go wild and let loose as much as they can. Now usually, as people age, they tend to go wild a little less on the weekends. But some keep at it, right? plenty of older folks who don't quit having a good time and going to the extreme and pushing themselves to have fun when they're not working, which is great. But it's also fine to take it easy and chill. And this is not an advice channel in that sense. Not about personal advice or anything else. Plenty of good channels. I'm sure you can go find that kind of content if you want. But the point is, as it relates to marketing, and if you're still here, this is a marketing channel. As it relates to marketing, the whole concept of the work week is to be productive during the work week. And you have your time off, which is very necessary to recharge yourself, however it is you choose to recharge yourself. And so that you can come back refreshed the next week. And by the time you get to Wednesday, you might feel a little bit exhausted mentally or physically or both. And then Thursday, you might feel a little bit, of that spark of, hey, the weekend is almost here. And then Friday, you're like, the weekend's here after work, right? So you might be taking advantage of that. And so that might get you recharged Thursday and Friday. And Wednesday is like, gone are the effects of the previous weekend. And now you're deep into this week. Hey, doggy. It's so cute. So you want to make sure that on the Wednesdays you remain recharged by making something wow. What does that mean? Well, it could be anything really, especially when you're in marketing. Anything that stands out from the pack, stands out from what you normally do. Wednesdays are actually a great day to drop an unroutine package, which I've mentioned before in previous videos. You can certainly go find, how to unroutine, right? Wednesdays are a great day for that kind of message, right? For getting exposure in some media outlet that nobody else was expecting you to get, and showing it off then, or releasing some new widget or some new feature for one of your products, something that makes that stands you out from the remainder of the herd of competitors. And again, Wednesdays are a great day to do this because people don't usually expect it on a Wednesday. They expected you to do it on Monday or Tuesday. Well, that's why you do it on Wednesday, because it's when everyone else has already done their thing, and people are still working hard through the week, and so you can more easily make some noise on a Wednesday when everybody else has kind of spent their ammo on Monday and Tuesday. And they've tried to clear the field as early in the week as they can, and you should too, but that doesn't mean you should stop at Monday or Tuesday. You keep going, you keep pushing, and you'll find that you can make the most of a Wednesday. Now, again, I don't want to make too much about the fact that it's a Wednesday, but it is always an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity. We all have the same 24 hours in any given day. What you do with those 24 hours depends on you. And that is why the point of this video is just to remind you that no matter what day it is, you should do something wow with your work. It just happens to be that today is a Wednesday. So it is very topical to mention the fact that what you can do on a Wednesday can very much stand out from the rest of the crowd because no one else is expecting it to. They're all expecting the same drudgery that they would normally expect on a typical Wednesday when they're not making an effort to stand out. And then you show up, power in hand, let's go, and next thing you know, you're making a difference on a day that most people are just trying to get through. And you're taking advantage of it as a day to not just get through, but to squeeze something even better out of. Amen. So, remember that, David Pegg. Don't ignore the power of Wednesdays, and that it's not just another day, because technically every day is just another day. But make something special for every day, and that's really the message. All right, there's only 7 days in a week. You can come up with 7 interesting things to do on any given week. So do that. And if you take one of those days off just to rest your brain, great. If that's a particular day of the week for you, wonderful. If you change it up every week, that's fine too. Just make sure you do something interesting, different, and that helps you advance your marketing on the rest of the days when you're focused on work. If you have a 2-day weekend, bully for you. Many countries do. Not all countries do, but many do. So, whatever length of weekend you happen to have, whatever day or days you happen to take off, remember, as a marketer, when you are working, make a point of making the most of the days you actually work. All right? Great. That said, happy marketing, everyone. See you later.